And welcome once again to episode 2B of Crooked River. In the last episode, I left you with John Glenn. John Glenn had started his investigation. Well, the Glenn investigation went on for some time. And then Glenn finally closed his investigation. I started getting in touch with him, tried to get in touch with him, and I couldn't get any feedback from him or whatever. And I found out that he closed the investigation and kept it confidential. I didn't find out till later, much later, that Glenn must have found out that he had a connection with one of the judges that was in the courtroom. In fact, Stephanie Tubbs Jones, this one, took his seat in the Senate when he retired. Yeah. So I guess when he went to look into it, he found out that he would be stepping on some of his brother's toes or whatever. So Glenn just stopped communicating. And I couldn't get the investigative report. They wouldn't give it up. After that, I got in touch with another notable. I know you know this guy. This is Reverend Ralph Abernathy, and he was Martin Luther King's second in command before he died, and he took over as the leader of the Southern Christian Leadership Council. Well, when I got in touch with Reverend Abernathy, Reverend Abernathy contacted my people, and he asked me, said, do you have anybody that I can deal with, on the outside? So I put him in touch with my sister. And he said, well, that he was retiring, so he was going to turn the case over to his successor, which was a guy by the name of Stokely Carmichael, also later changed his name to Kwame Torrey. Well, when this happened, and I'm waiting around for, the Southern Christian Leadership Council, to actually had a real rep for getting out there and, making changes. And things, started to, slow down, and I didn't understand why, and I knew that it hit the paper that Stokely Carmichael had gotten into trouble. Well, the feds had charged him with extortion because he was trying to help some black FBI agents, in a problem they had with Denny's. I hear they eventually settled. They gave each one of the FBI agents a Denny's franchise or whatever it was. But I couldn't understand why I wasn't getting no action. I mean, I got right from the top, Reverend Abernathy going out, at the door. Yeah, he was number one on the list. And then I found out that this individual, same one who took over, Stephanie here, who took over John Glenn's seat eventually, had hired my sister to work for her in her county prosecutor's office. And at first, you know how you like, okay, no, that's my sister. No, she wouldn't. No, not sell. She wouldn't sell out her brother, who who looked out for her, protected her, stood up for all this. Yeah, okay. At the time, and not to make this a racial matter because Stephanie was, of course, black on the outside. uh, and she had a permanent prosecutor's office of 150 people. Okay. And in her prosecutor, since she was the head of the prosecutor's office, but she got in there because they put her in there because the former prosecutor uh, got kicked off as a scandal. So they needed somebody, I guess, that they could count on. So they put her in as the prosecutor. And chief prosecutor. Yeah. And out of the 150 people, only I think it was 4 of them that worked in the prosecutor's office were black. My sister made the 5th person, black person, that was in the prosecutor's office. So I guess this was a big step up for her. I told her once, I said for the things you're doing in the 2 people and the things that that you're involved with, I'd have asked for a whole lot more money than what this job, whatever. But uh, you never know what a person's price is to sell out their relatives, and I've seen sons sell out mothers, so you don't know. I didn't want to believe it, but uh, you can't argue with the facts. Not only did she go on in the prosecutor's office, but when her son came of age, became old enough, she actually got him a job in there. Yes, I think he became the 6th black person that works in the prosecutor's office in Cuyahoga County, believe it or not. All right. So, this being said, I wanted to make up that matter so that you would know how we got to Stokely Carmichael. Yeah, Stephanie Tubbs bribed my sister with a job. And I found out later that this was a common practice that they did to quite a few people that they had put in the joint. Uh, Sell out your people, and we'll set you up in a nice little office. Yeah. So, as you see, the Crooked River had taken another turn for me, and like in the next episode, episode 3, you will see that it took a real 180-degree flip in the next few months after this. So stay tuned. I'm sure you will be entertained. At yeah, the way people at the way people are, the things that they do. Stay tuned for part 3 of Crooked River, and this goes on. Love you, Ben Anderson. Who can you trust?